Hi, my name's Sherri and I'm the lead coach for HOSPO Health. Today I'm going to be talking some more about team building. If you caught last week's video, you'll remember that the focus was on improving teamwork. Today I'm going to focus on how to go about building effective teams. And while these two sessions complement each other, you don't need to watch them in any particular order. So let's get started. Research tells us that collaboration within a workplace is proven to be a major determining factor in job satisfaction. In other words, people tend to be much more satisfied in their job when they have the opportunity to work together as part of a team. And satisfied employees drive engagement, which has positive outcomes for both staff and businesses. I've pulled together some statistics about effective teams, which I find really interesting. They show what motivates employees and how organisations can improve productivity levels. Importantly, they show a strong crossover with these two areas, which means we're really looking at a win-win situation, and that's good news for all of us. Before I get stuck into the details, here are a few highlights. An engaged workforce can deliver twice the revenue. Organisations that foster collaboration and communication are much more likely to retain their best employees. 75% of employees say teamwork and collaboration are crucial to business success. And since the start of COVID, statistics suggest that the number of companies adopting team building has risen by 2,500%. So let's look at this in a bit more detail. Number one, companies with a fully engaged workforce are capable of generating twice the revenue. Research shows that positive communication within the workforce directly correlates with positive communication and socialising outside of work. This adds weight to the benefits of team building exercises and the tangible differences they make to morale. Number two, industry statistics suggest that a massive 2,500% more companies have adopted a team building approach since COVID-19 struck. With so many lockdowns, border closures and quarantine regulations over the past 2.5 years, we've seen big changes in how people work. And it makes sense that even as things start returning to normal, so many industries and businesses are still adopting and still using these solutions to bring their teams together. Number three is all about working with your mates. Studies show that over 60% of employees who have a close friend in the workplace are twice as likely to achieve full engagement. To put this more simply, about 63% of women who have a close friend at work will be twice as engaged. Team building statistics also confirm that employee satisfaction increases by up to 50% when surrounded by people you're friendly with. This means that organisations can make major improvements by nurturing staff relationships, which is generally done by team building. Number four is the one I mentioned earlier, that nearly 75% of employees use teamwork and collaboration as being critical for workplace engagement. On the flip side of this, and I have to say it's very disappointing, out of the same survey group, only 18% of the employees have had their communication skills evaluated in their performance reviews. And professional development doesn't look much better, with just 27% saying they've had communication training in their workplace. When I look at this one, I think there are some pretty easy wins that a lot of businesses could be making just by upping their communication with and among staff. And number five, as many as 86% of leaders feel a lack of collaboration is responsible for company failures at large. When communication breaks down inside a business structure, it will more than likely become evident by the team's inability to perform or deliver. And this will have an impact on revenue. At the same time, statistics show that by building a strong bond between employees and company can avoid the risk of eroding its collaboration potential. And point number six is that organisations who foster collaboration and communication are almost 5 times less likely to lose their best staff. It's no secret that retaining good staff should be a priority for any organisation, and that recruitment and training involves significant costs. Statistics suggest a positive workplace culture with strong and open communication is one of the most effective and simplest means of keeping top talent in your workplace. So this is just another example of how the benefits of building strong and effective teams has such a big impact on an organisation, its people, productivity and financial sustainability. So I'm going to take a bit of a sideways step now and look more directly at how team building can shape and define the company culture. If you watched last week's video on improving team performance, you might recall I talked about 3 characteristics that are present in any well-connected team and how these impact on culture. The characteristics are trust, teamwork, and emotional loyalty. So obviously when you're building a team, you want to keep that top of mind to help ensure you put together the most effective team possible. To support this theory, I'll draw on a bit more data from recent research. About 1/3 of employees believe that a collaborative culture makes them more loyal, and about the same number, or 1 in 3 staff, will search for other jobs if they feel they're not able to participate. Over 50% of employees have actually chosen to stay with the company because they felt like an important part of the team and felt connected to their peers and the business itself. The benefits of a strong, connected team run right from the top of the business through to the bottom and include developing a sense of trust, boosting morale, creating bonds, relieving stress, and promoting wellness. Studies show that effective team building can improve work ethic and innovation by up to 10 times. So to put it simply, when staff feel invested in their work, they have the capacity to make massive strides toward productivity and outcome. That's covered all the main points that I wanted to talk about in relation to building effective and strong teams. I know there's a lot of information to take in, but don't forget that this video will be live on the site for months to come, so you can easily revisit the information as often as you want or need. As I said at the start of today's video, there is a lot of really interesting information and research around in this space right now, mostly due to COVID. I hope you found this session to be interesting and you've come away with a greater appreciation of the benefits of working within a team. Thanks for watching and listening, and I look forward to seeing you tuning back in next time.